What's up, guys? This is Mojo from the Gamers Republic channel, and these are my thoughts and impressions of the Ghost Recon Wildlands open beta. This has been taking place on the weekend of February 25th, 24th, 25th, and 26th of 2017, the Ravalo 2017, AD 2017, CE 2017, whatever you want to call it. And I actually have been having a lot of fun playing this. Whenever I first learned about Ghost Recon Wildlands, I wasn't really looking forward to it. It looked like it was really similar to The Division, which is a game that I really didn't like. It disappointed me a lot. I was looking forward to a game where, you know, you would have to be tactical, think about your decisions, and you could kill an enemy in one shot, and that's definitely not what happened. We got a Destiny-style loot-based shooter, which was extremely repetitive, and in my opinion, it just was not a very good game. Especially the dark zones, but that's a rant for another day. So this game, to me, is a lot of what The Division should have been. It's more tactical, it's more realistic, and I like that a lot. So I'll start off by talking about the customization in the game. The customization in this game for your ghost and for your weapons is extensive, and I like that a lot. Customization and allowing players to be unique is always good. It's really good in this game. Starting off, when you create your ghost, you can equip your ghost with all kinds of different gear. You can equip them with different hats, different shirts, pants, different boots, different vests, all kinds of things. Helmets, you can equip them with a balaclava, shamag, all kinds of different things. And while these things don't offer you any in-game benefit, so if you wear a bigger tactical vest, it's not going to give you more armor than a smaller one. That's all determined by your player's health. There is a skill which allows you to increase the amount of bullets your ghost can take before they go down, but equipping different vests doesn't really change that. So you can change the way your character looks, and you can equip all these different pieces of clothing and vests, and then you can customize the camouflage. You can give them all kinds of different colors. You can make it blue, you can make it desert camo, woodland camo, anything in between. You can make it a solid color like OD green, forest green, anything like that, which I think is really cool. And you can do the same thing with your weapons, but beyond that, you can customize the look of your weapon with paints and camos, but you can customize the stock, you can customize the receiver and make it semi-auto only, full auto only, semi-auto and full auto. You can use different barrel lengths, you can take the suppressor on and off of your weapon. You can use different sights, like, you know, short-range scopes like an ACOG or an Elkin sight, or you can use red dots. And one thing that I found really interesting about this game that you don't see in many others is if you're using a red dot, a lot of them allow you to change the reticle. So you can have a red dot with a little circle around it, or a red dot with two lines on either side while using the same sight. You can switch between the different reticles on the sight, which is fairly interesting. You don't see that in very many games. Another thing that I like about this game is how extensive the open world is. There's side missions and things you can go and collect, and enemy lieutenants you can go and interrogate all over the place. There's enemy command posts spread out. There's civilian vehicles that drive around if you've lost your transportation or you need to find some. There's helicopters. There's planes. There's enemy vehicles with miniguns on them. So there's tons of ways to get around the open world, and there's tons to explore in this game, which I think is awesome. Because there's been a few tactical shooters lately. It seems like there's been a resurgence in that kind of game. And while this isn't necessarily a tactical shooter, it seems like it has elements of that. So maybe if we keep going, we can maybe get another tactical Ghost Recon game in an open world like this, where it's more realistic. Because it seems like nowadays the closest thing we have to this is Arma. And while I've played Arma absolutely to death and back, and then modded it and played it to death and back, it's a certain thing for a certain kind of person. So maybe if this series keeps going like this, we can get a more tactical game in a massive open world, and I think that would be a lot of fun. One of my little nitpicks about this game that I don't necessarily like is I don't like the tagging system, and this is a core gameplay element for Ghost Recon Wildlands. a lot of your actions are going to hinge on you tagging enemies with a drone or tagging them with your binoculars, and then making your way around, either killing them all, sneaking past them, what have you. I feel like this could use a little bit of work, but this is something that's found in a lot of games these days, especially in Ubisoft's games. It's in the Assassin's Creed series, it's in the Far Cry series, and it's probably in just about everything they make, honestly. But I feel like one little tweak could make this system a little bit more immersive and a little bit more realistic. I feel like if you're playing alone, you can order one of your AI squad mates to spot enemies, or if you're playing with a friend, you or your friend can go spot enemies. And the way it would work is one player can spot enemies with either a drone or binoculars, but the enemies only stay spotted so long as they are in the vision of the player's binoculars, or the player's drone. If the drone leaves the area, if the player stops looking at them, then the enemies are no longer spotted and you don't know where they are. So that way, one player or one AI member can spot the enemies and the others can go and take them out. I feel like that would, enhance the amount of teamwork that goes into playing this game, and I feel like it would make it a little bit more immersive. But that's just, a little nitpick, because most of the things that I don't like about this game are little nitpicks like that. Like, when you start the game, your primary assault rifle and submachine gun that you start this beta with, they give you 20-round magazines, which, yeah, it's a nitpick. You can probably find the 30-round magazines at some point, but it seems like if you're sending a top-secret tactical military force in, you'd send them with full-capacity magazines. But, like I said, that's just a nitpick. The open world in this game is great. It seems like it would be a ton of fun to play with friends. Just playing with Pumba here a little bit, I've had a ton of fun playing the open beta for this game, and I definitely want to buy the full game to see what the rest of the missions have to offer, and to get all the weapons and all the parts and try to find all the little secrets in the world. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. There's a lot more gameplay coming after my talking is finished, so if you guys just want to watch some gameplay without me blabbering in your ear, you can definitely do that. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I'll try to keep the content coming at some point. It's kind of hard being a full-time student doing all this and maintaining a social life at the same time, but if you guys have any ideas for new videos, be sure you can hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on Facebook, or send us a message through YouTube. I usually try to keep those things checked, and the other guys try to keep those things checked every so often, so hit us up with constructive criticism, ideas for videos, whatever you want, and we'll definitely check that out. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.
Looking at a small group of tangos. Eyes on a small group of tangos. Looking at a small group of tangos. History.
Looks like they're feeling froggy.
Hostile kill.
cartel commendation here. These supplies will buy us a lot of goodwill from the rebels. You think with all their money, the cartel would make a nicer metal.
No way I'm letting you drive this thing.
Sure are a lot of lights and switches up there.
Actually, you know, a really fun guy. ¿Te acuerdas, Pauline? We really like him.
But that's the business, you know. One day you're having chelas with a guy con un carnal.
The next day, you're giving him a turpentine enema. Pues, bueno.
Así es la vida. Or breaking his fingers with a ball-peen hammer.
Or legs, you know, at the shin. People are always so afraid when you break their legs.
I broke my leg once. I jumped off a roof in the hood when I was a kid. Neta, it hurts.
Sure, but, you know, no sé. Mira, when we break a leg, people know. The way we shatter the tibia in 3 places, they know they won't walk right ever again.
Chale. Was this part of your treatment with the gringo?
He wasn't chingon. Really not. Huh?
That's one of the things I really liked about him. Pinche vato, but it's the tough ones that force you to be really creative, no?
Buenos minutos. We'll hear more from these cuties in a few minutes. But for now, back to some tunes.
I'm sick of your snoring, man. I got sleep apnea, bitch. Get your nose broke or wear one of those masks. I'm not wearing one of those masks.
We're done here.
Rebels can send a team in later to pick up their supplies.
Enemy down. Eyes on a cartel lieutenant. Okay, we're cool. By the ruins.
Eyes on a small group of tangos. I'm looking at a small group of tangos. I've got the HVT.
Tranquilos, ¿qué pasa?
That's it, we're clear.